So last week we got an amazing review on Google, and it highlighted the particular efforts of one of our property managers, Miss Stephanie Bennett. Nice job, Stephanie. And realistically, I mean, bringing you back, into what we talk about around here, the conversation with Stephanie was of course, awesome job. But then it's like, what did you do to get this great review? Okay. And, it took us a minute to really figure that out. But by the end of the day, Stephanie had brought, Steph, I know I'm putting you on blast right now, but I thought it was just such an amazing moment and I wanted to share it. And what ended up happening was by the end of the day, she came in and she said, you know what? It was that the owners responded so quickly to me that I got this review. Now, what I didn't just drop was that the review was written by a tenant. And to get tenants to write reviews for property managers is not customary. Yes, we get them, but for a tenant to feel that they should go above and beyond to write us a review, again, we're not paying for reviews. We're not, enticing people with, chocolates and coffees and all of that stuff to write us reviews. We might ask from time to time if they mention, hey, you guys flipping kick butt. I might say, well, shoot, would you mind putting that in writing as a 5-star review? That would be really helpful. That's as far as we go when it comes to asking people, right? So this person, unsolicited, wrote this review, and it was amazing. And Stephanie says, I got that review because the owners respond so quickly, right? And I was like, that totally makes sense. So tenants get better service. Stephanie's job ultimately is easier because the decisions that she has to make aren't waiting on sometimes owners like me that take a little too long to even get a lease signed. Sorry, Yaz. But these are the things that hold up the property management team to make things harder for them, which then translates to tenants thinking that the property manager is not doing a good job, even if the property manager is articulating that they're struggling with being able to make a decision. Because, and Stephanie will tell you first and foremost, the last thing that we're going to do is put the decision-making power to the tenant as the owner, right? The owner cannot be the one that's holding things up in the eyes of the tenant. That has to be us, because ultimately at the end of the day, our job is to move these things forward once, and again, depending on what kind of management you've had in the past, but if you had a property manager that threw you under the bus as the owner, let me tell you what happens with that tenant. First, they're not going to want to stay in your house. They're not going to want to maintain it, take care of it. They might connect more with the property manager, and that's not a good look for you as the owner. It doesn't help you in your situation. So we do our best not to do that. We are here to protect the owners. You all are our clients. So again, getting back to it, what Stephanie said with that, that the owners responding quickly are what made her get that good review, was just a real eye-opener to me. And although I see it and I know it, for her to say it and connect those dots prompted me to want to write this video, make this video, and just as the owners, like, it's our responsibility to get back to the property managers quickly. If we can make things happen faster, it keeps that process flowing and honestly keeps you top of mind, to the point where the tenants are so happy with the service that they write 5-star reviews, because it reflects that the property manager is doing everything they can to just get it done. If you haven't had a chance, check out that last Google review. Good job, Stephanie. We appreciate you, our clients, for really understanding what we're dealing with here, and ultimately doing our best to keep everything as transparent and as possible, offering the best level of service that we want ourselves, right? And make sure that you all know what you're getting when you're getting it. We appreciate you, and hope you enjoyed this video. Stephanie, thank you.